Whiskey Alpha 4, Radio Japan, Mexico. Over.
RJM, Roger, and what was the name again?
Bob Baker, Oscar Baker. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Bob. Where are you located, sir?
I'm in northeast Alabama, just below a little town called Gadsden, in Rainbow City. We're a town of about 10,000. Over.
Roger, Bob. And what radio are you running today?
Running a Yaesu FTDX-5000, and I think you helped me with it one time, and I really appreciate it. Are we sounding okay today? Over.
Oh yeah, that radio is just beautiful. But we could check a couple of things. Like that TVW. That's a little thing that. It's there. Nobody really checks it very much, but it can make a big difference in your audio. So we want that transmit bandwidth to be in the wide mode, 100 to 2900, and that gives you just a slice of daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation.
Okay, now tell me that where to find that. Over.
It'd be in settings. Towards the sideband settings, if you know that, how to get to there.
Near the LS and USB?
Yeah, it should be right in that area because it's determining the width of your sideband signal. The allocation is 3 kc, but we want it at 2900 because that will give you just a slice of daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation. And if you're not familiar with it, just make a note of it to check it at your leisure. 100 to 2900, wide mode, TVW, Roger.
Okay, wide mode, and what were the numbers?
100 to 2900. 100 is the bottom end, 2900 is the top end. So at 2900, it gives you just a slice of daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation.
Okay, let's see. And give me the initials of that, what I'm looking for to find is to set that.
Roger, it's called Transmit Bandwidth, TBW. Transmit bandwidth, TBW, 100 to 2900. Now you may have other options, and you can take all of those options to the same 100 to 2900, and therefore you will not accidentally somehow get onto a lesser resolution than that 100 to 2900, Roger?
Okay, there's so much on here, I'm having a little trouble finding that TBW.
Or transmit bandwidth. That's just fine. Just make a note of transmit bandwidth dash TBW, which is what it is, and you'll be able to look that up at your leisure and just verify. I think you probably are. Most all radios, modern radios, are. However, I have seen some radios come back from, say, repair shops, and sometimes initially from purchase them that are not in that 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth. Maybe the setup engineer or whatever it was just didn't get the radio back to 100 to 2900, but that's where we want to be, Roger.
Hey, Bob, it's in a Yaesu, it's called TX Bravo Papa Fox band pass filter. The TX band pass filter is what you're looking for. I found the width settings here.
Roger, we want to be in that 100 to 2900, Roger.
Okay, is it 2.90 hertz?
2.9 kilohertz, Roger.
Yeah, I see it now. I'm there. And on the other setting, I'm at 100 hertz.
Absolutely, and that's the one you want to run. That's the one you want to pick to operate on, Roger.
Oh, really? really appreciate it. You've been a great help. What's your call again and your handle?
Roger. Name here is Jim, Juliet India Mike, and this is the Qso-Vlog net for Friday afternoon. Call is Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor. Roger.
Yes, Kilo Charlie 9, Kilo Victor. And you're located, where are you located?
We're down around Louisville, Kentucky. We're on the Indiana side of the Ohio River, right at Louisville. And the call again is Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor. Roger.
Okay, mighty good, Jim. I appreciate your help very much. And I hadn't been out in the shack here in about 6 months. And there's so much on. I really love my radio. I bought it used from a fellow west of Colorado. It was 10 below zero the day I talked to him, and we made the deal. Over.
Yes, sir. Well, the rest of it seems to be set up just fine because it looks like you have a 3 dB dynamic range, and that's what we're looking for. That's a combination of your mic gain as it appears on your ALC meter. So you don't have to worry about that. And the equalization curve just sounds beautiful. You have a lot of articulation in your audio. So, gosh, you're just beautiful. And if you want to hear your radio, if you go to YouTube and do that call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, that will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3,200, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. Roger.
Oh, fine business, Jim. Now that call is KC9V Victor K Victor. Roger.
Right. Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor.
And slash my book.
Logbook. Roger.
Oh, logbook.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm a big YouTube fan. That's a great service. There's also some negative things on there, but there's a lot of good stuff. It's right up my alley. I like it, and I appreciate your help again very much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You fine sounding radio there, Bob, and glad you checked in. And if you get a chance, join us next Friday. We'd love to have you.
Okay, you're usually on. I've got 5 minutes past 3 o'clock Central Standard Time. I guess you're on Central, maybe.
No, it's 5 minutes past 4 my time, so I'm ahead of you by an hour, I guess.
Okay, 52 degrees and sunny here. Real nice day.
Roger, I think it's about that way here, but as I understand it, we're about to get some colder weather moving in.
Yeah, we are too. It's possible we could get some snow flurries next week. Be a good bit or none at all. A friend of mine said to be a weatherman, all you need is a 50-cent coin, and you flip it. Heads, it's going to rain. Tails, it'll be sunny. But oh yeah, I wanted to tell you, a microphone is a Heil PR40. I've had it a long, long time, and it really works well with this rig.
Oh, yes, it just sounds beautiful. And about the weatherman, you know, in some of these foreign countries, when the weatherman screws up, he's chased out of town or eliminated one way or the other. They're serious about their weather in some of these other countries.
Yeah, roger that. Now, Jim, are you a pipe smoker by chance?
No, I'm not. I'm not a smoker at all anymore. I did for a while in my youth, but as soon as I got wise enough to know, you know, that I shouldn't, I gave that up. Roger.
Well, that's a good thing. I don't inhale. I just puff and like fooling with a pipe, and I'm having trouble refilling a butane lighter. It seems like the more fuel I put in, it just won't light at all. I got this about a month ago, and I just don't have much luck with butane lighters. Something I'm doing wrong. I thought you'd know if anyone would, but if you don't use them, you won't. I don't have a clue either. Over.
No, I'm sure if you Google that on YouTube, that's a strange way to put it, but if you check YouTube, you'll probably run across somebody that has had that same problem and knows the way to fix it, and will show you. That's the thing about YouTube. It's just amazing the amount of information that's there, Roger.
That's for sure, Jim. The encyclopedia guys, they're out of business a long time ago, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. That's YouTube. You got not only the words, but you also have the video of the guy, probably doing it. Let's see, Bob, do you have just a moment?
I do.
Okay, I want to check something. I want to try something. Now, this is something that I've thought about for a while, and I haven't ever done it, but I'm just curious if one could do it. And it has to do with the word audio. And I'm thinking about using that word as a means to set up an EQ curve that will be fairly linear across the dial by just using that word. If we consider that is the mid-range, D is a lower range, and O as the bottom end, they would probably, and like I say, this is just something I'm trying here. So if you would want to say the word audio, and let me just look at you for a minute.
Okay, R-D-O. R-D-O.
All right, let's see here. Make it an instead of an R. And that's strange. RDO. I hadn't thought about that. That's the first thing, but is what I'm looking for. R-D-O. Roger?
R-D-O.
Right, now, and stretch those out just a little bit. Roger?
Okay. R-D-O.
Okay, and don't push them. Just say it like you would say a word in a normal Qso. Roger?
Okay. R-D-O.
Okay, sounds like you might be moving in on the O part. Just keep your spaced microphone the same through that whole thing. Roger?
Did you say I'm too close to the mic?
No, it just sounded like you might have moved forward on the word O, closer to the microphone. I want you to be in the same position for those three words, Roger, or letters or whatever.
Am I saying instead of R?
Yeah, A-D-O, Roger?
Okay. A-D-O. A-D-O.
I've got so much latency I can't really tell what I'm looking at a spectrum analyzer, and there's a latency in my video. It's being recorded, and there's latency there, so I can't exactly correspond to those different things, and they looked all pretty much similar. So I don't think that's going to work for me. I got to come up with another way to do that, Roger.
Okay, Roger, no problem, Jim.
I thought I had the world by the whatevers, but on second thought, I guess not. Back to the drawing board.
Okay, fine business. Well, I'm going to bail out here on you, Jim. I appreciate your help very much, and we'll try to get here at 7.188 next Friday about, I guess your time would be 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock?
Be 3:30. 3:30 my time, and my time now is 10 past 4. So we'll be here next Friday at my time, 3:30.
Okay, it'll be 2:30 here, Roger. I'm off Friday at noon, and it's too cold to cut the grass, and not any to cut. I'm just grinding up leaves now. But it's indoor weather for sure. 73s, and thanks a million. KC9, wait a minute, can't read my writing.
Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor 73.
Yes, sir, Bob. 73, sir. Thanks for dropping by, and we'll see you next Friday if we get a chance. And again, if you want to check out that audio of yours, if you go to YouTube and do that call letter search, KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, that will bring you to this recording, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. 73. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.